I do not know if this is going to be a quick video, so I'm not going to say one way or the other. So I picked up a lot on Marketplace. It was sitting there for a bunch of days. Nobody was buying it. And I said, I can't let it sit there any longer. It was classic space to the point that it had some M-Tron in it. It had some Space Police 1 in it. It had some more M-Tron in it. It has some black Tron. Oh, this is the classic space. This is like almost pre-Futron. I think this thing came with maybe a Futron fig. I can't remember now. And some M-Tron. So Blacktron 2. I think it was Blacktron 2. But this was definitely Blacktron 2. and Blacktron 1, it's just a few pieces. So I was a little disappointed that this is all that came in. It didn't come with the rest of the Renegade. But what are you going to do? So I was going to wash it because I don't let any Lego come into my collection unless I wash it, any used Lego, because I made that mistake once and I regretted it. So I watched that collection. It was $45, by the way, and it wasn't just these guys that are together here. It was like this. I don't even know what that is. So there's the M-Tron. There's the little car that's supposed to be in that guy there. Some more M-Tron here, and it had some classic space wing plates, which obviously is awesome for me. So, and even like trans dark blue and more wing plates. So $45 and 9 minifigs too. So any minifigs you see in here came in that lot. So there's Blacktron 2, there's M-Tron. Most of them are missing their scuba tanks, or space tanks, but I don't care. Yeah, so it was Futron. So this guy here was Futron, and it has those little with 2x2 panels. I'm sure, yeah, there it is. So there's one of the wings there. So I'm gonna be putting some of these back together and putting them up on the shelf for display, even though I have multiple copies of each, just because. And these are really pretty much mint. But so when I was washing them, I had a bunch of baggies full from the Brick Shack in Grimsby, Ontario, from his brick bar that I collected over the last few times I was there. And I was there, I think, about 3 or 4 pick-a-brick cups full. And I decided to wash those at the same time. So they are all drying. They were all drying down here in my room while I was out working on a trailer and stuff. So there's more stuff from that lot. So again, some really cool wing plates. But anyway, the bricks from the Brick Shack, again, because they are quote unquote used. I'm sure Jamie has a very, very clean store. I'm very confident of that. And you're not allowed to use the brick bar right now. You're not allowed to pick through it unless you're wearing gloves. Jamie has surgical gloves that are there that people who are looking through the brick bar have to wear. So these things are quote unquote not contaminated, but I'm still going to wash them because they are used. So I had 3 or 4 bags, 3 or 4 pick-a-brick cups full of pieces and parts that I got there over the last couple of visits. And for whatever reason, Jamie had a ton of these wheels. Like, this is not even 1/4 of the wheels that were in the brick bar. I just kept on grabbing them and stuffing them. I think I had one whole pick-a-brick cup just full of these tires. I do plan on doing a nice planet diorama at some point in my life, because I adore classic space, as most people can tell from, everything in my room and everything that I build. But Ice Planet, it holds a special place because I think overall that was the last great series that they came up with, and the color scheme was utterly fantastic. The trans neon orange and the blue and the white and the black. I just love it. So after that, Spirius, they're all still fantastic series right up until RoboForce. Again, I don't hate RoboForce, but it's not my favorite by far. I even like, and this is going to bug Chris, I even like Insectoids better than RoboForce. I really did. I liked Insectoids because it was radically different. The minifigs were radically different. The ships were radically different. And it was really, really cool. But Ice Planet 2002, did a lot of tires, so I grabbed a bunch of them from the Big Shack. Here's more minifigs. And some white Technic bricks. I can finish R2-D2's dome now. Where are my R2-D2s? They're around here somewhere. I had 2 of them. They're back there somewhere. They're hiding back there. So there's my original, and I think the other one's over there, upside down. So, and he only has half a helmet because that's the way the original set came. So in the brick bar, I had the 2 dome pieces that I needed, and he actually had 2 more, so I just grabbed 2 of them. So he had 4 altogether. Being there, this is one half, and this is the other half with the little red light on it, so it goes together like that, and that's your front of your R2-D2, and then they kind of mock up the back with a flex hose. Sure, whatever. Save the money. So I got those. I got a bunch of these because, again, I might go into Aquanauts. Whatever that series is called. And even with these tires. So maybe. I also got a pullback motor from the brick bar. But the one thing I mentioned in a video a while back, and I can't remember which one, is that people collect sets, and sets usually on the secondhand market are missing pieces. And they go, oh, I'm going to have to bricklink order those missing pieces and right now so I can complete the set. First of all, I have enough to keep me happy as it is without making a bricklink order for specific pieces to complete specific sets. But I always found, even before pre-internet, that when I was acquiring all the lots and sets and people's collections from various sources, and I was trying to build actual sets, and they would be missing pieces, that invariably the next collection I got would be able to fill in those pieces that I just got in the last set that I got. And so you might remember that I built just a whole slew of these guys, the 6890, which is my first, well, I have to stop saying everything's my favorite set, but I loved this set as the first 2-part set that I got. But I built a bunch of them, and I said, I think it was 15 or 17, I can't remember, but 3 of them were missing this top piece. And I could have bricklinked them. I honestly could have bricklinked them at the time. I mean, this is like, the video is like from 6 months ago. So, but I said, no, I made a video saying that sooner or later I'm going to buy a lot, or I'm going to go somewhere and I'm going to find them. So I was at the brick bar, Jamie's Brick Bar, and I knew I needed 3. So I counted 1, 2, 3. There, Brick Bar. Thank you. So, and then I also picked up, just because he had just a ton of trans dark blue pieces. And I think he was trying to do something, and maybe he didn't finish it, but I decided that, and again, I did not even come close to removing all his trans dark blue, just like I didn't come close to removing all his white tires. So I left, because again, people have accused me of hoarding. Not that I'm taking this personally, because I really don't care what other people think usually. When it comes to my hobby, it's my hobby and I love it. But I also know that I really don't need to hoard anything. I have all the parts and pieces that I want. I like doing what I'm doing. I like building these things. But when I was there at the brick bar, I said, I know I have these things, 3 6890s at home. I know that they're missing these. So I'm going to look for those. And in the process of looking for these in the brick bar, I grabbed all this other stuff that I might do something with. Because again, right now, my quote unquote big display is this guy and the 7 feet by 10 feet around it. And I do have to build other buildings, but I might get quote unquote bored of doing classic space shows, and people I know are getting bored of seeing my classic space layout. So I was like, maybe I'll change it up. Maybe I will build a Futuron layout, and I'll have enough pieces to do so, because this is a really cool piece. Now, I don't think it came in classic space at all. Again, I will say I'm not Futuron complete at all. I probably can, with my collection that I have here, build all the Futuron sets. But straight up, and I've said it numerous times, the only Futuron set that I was ever really interested in was the monorail, and I bought it off the shelf because it was seriously the coolest space set ever. the monorail. And I'm just sad that Lego only came out with the 3 actual monorail sets and the 2 accessory packs, because it's just sad. And I remember seeing, because thankfully with the internet, that they had an idea for Aqua Raiders or Aqua Zone or whatever that series was called, to bring monorail into that, and to have trans red quarter domes. That would have been utterly fantastic, and I would have been all over it. But they didn't release it, and monorail stopped. And there's a whole bunch of political and people saying why monorail is canceled, the third-party company, blah blah. I don't care. I honestly don't care. It was quote unquote canceled. It was also stupid expensive, which again is going to lead into them not producing it. Just like the 9-volt train track was extremely expensive for them to produce. Whether or not there's politics above that, why they canceled it, I don't care. I know that monorail is stupid expensive. I know that it only came in the 3 sets, the airport set, it was Unitron, right? Because I said Spy Race before. It was Unitron. It was the Futuron. And back then, those sets were expensive. I think I paid $150 or $199. I can't remember now. But it was stupid expensive to buy the monorail. I just happened to be 20 years old when it was released, and I had disposable income. So I was working, I had money, so I bought it, and I wanted it. And then, as I say, I bought all the accessory packs, 2 copies each of the accessory packs. So I got the switches and the ramps and all that other stuff. And so, but they canceled it for whatever reason. And that was the only Futuron set that I was really, truly interested in. Now, there was what could have been classified as Futuron. I haven't looked at Bricklink or Piron to see but the light and sound, I think it's called the X1. Maybe not called the X1, because the gray thing up there is called the X1. That's somewhere up there with the big huge rockets on each side. But they had the 3 light and sound space sets, pre-Space Police, the white spaceships, the one that had the really, really nice outriggers on it from the stanchions. To support its wings, and then the big one, and they had the little robot where the guys were sitting down. So they had the 3 light and sound sets. I guess they were Futuron, maybe. I can't remember now. I can't remember what minifigs came with them. They might have been Classic Space. I'm not even going to bother looking it up. Somebody else can. But anyway, so this is the collection that I got from going to the Brick Bar and grabbing pieces that I was interested in. Again, I keep on grabbing white Technic pieces just in case I want to build another space shuttle at some point. and I do want to build some solid rocket boosters and blah, blah, blah. I actually picked up one more of these. I think there's one. Somebody might be, who has looked at previous videos knows that I have a whole bin of octagon yellow bricks over there. But they have the studs on the side. The 2 sets of studs on the side. I have very limited number of solid, the nice one, the nice octagon, so I grabbed that. And anytime I'm there and I just happen to come across Technic, he's got a lot of Technic bricks in there, I'll just grab them. And a Technic panel that I do not have because I'm not into newer Technic, but this was cool, so I grabbed it. Shooters, anytime I see a shooter in there, I'm going to grab it. And the Brick Bar, as I said, I'm going to grab anytime I see a pullback motor, I'm going to grab it. And just lots and lots and lots of black. Not the gray again. The gray I got in that lot the other day. But lots of black wing plates. And even some white wing plates. And I always get these things, even though I already have lots. So a lot of mine broke over the years when I was younger. Because they would sit like this and then something would happen, the pressure on them would break them. So I got some spares of those now. Again, more black wing plates. These guys, always cool to have. And so that was it. So now what I'm going to do, I got another shooter too. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put together, fix this guy up because I washed them and put them back together. I might build the rest of the Renegade from parts and pieces from my collection. I'm going to put these guys back together. I'm going to put this guy, he's mostly together now. He's missing this little part here. And I'm going to put this guy back together. And put them on the shelf. And, you know, so I have my work cut out for me. But I decided to make a Lego video because I haven't done one in a while. I also, again, anytime I find the bigger tires, I grab them from the brick bar. And the black ones, the yellow ones, even the gray ones, really, really cool. But again, not that I'm capricious. I do leave some because I have this slight guilty complex about taking them all. So you can go to the brick shack in Grimsby, go to the brick bar. You'll still find trans dark blue there. Well, it's been 2 weeks since I was there, so maybe they're gone by now. But I do not take it all. I even got this guy just in case. What was that? I can't remember now. It's a shark thing. And you know, I'm forgetting where all these pieces came from because I don't build in these other series. I only build a lot of classic space. But in the end, I'm happy that Jamie's there, and I don't want to pillage his entire brick bar for my own needs because, again, I have enough pieces for myself. I grabbed the pieces that I wanted to grab because I had some ideas for these guys. I grabbed a bunch, and this guy, always the octagon. But in the end, I'm happy I did it. Here's the foot to that walker over there. So I'm going to start building. So everybody take care, stay safe. I will not be making a lot of Lego videos for the rest of the summer because I'm going to be spending a lot more time outside. My Lego hobby is usually intensified in the fall and winter and early spring. I just finished a huge bout of rebuilding our camping trailer, and we're going to go camping pretty soon. But also on the Lego hobby, I do plan, and I mentioned it to my friends, I do plan on putting the space layout back up in the driveway because, again, things are opening them up, but I'm not comfortable going to do any shows right now in an enclosed building. So I'm not going to be doing any shows with the layout, but I do want to see the layout together. So I may live stream that at some point in July and August. Friday night, Saturday probably, or Saturday night, Sunday, I'm going to put the layout together on the driveway again, like I did last year, and hopefully the live streams will be better this time. You guys can ask all the questions you want, but I'll give everybody a well in advance heads up when I'm going to do that, just so I can have more than 2 people watching if you want to watch. And you might find it remotely interesting. And if not, that's fine. So that's it. That's all. Happy Friday night. I will talk to you guys soon. You guys all stay safe and take care.